Found out my sister cheated on her husband from my 11-year-old niece. So I have a 1-year-old niece and a 12-year-old niece, both that I adore as sisters. I was recently told by my 11-year-old niece that her mom, my sister, cheated on her dad with some old mid-60-year-old man, aka her ex-boss. My sister is in her late 30s. My niece told me she found messages, videos, and photos of her mom and that man. Disturbing drawings as well. I know it is none of my business, but I am really upset. Mostly upset that my little niece is traumatized and has kept this to herself for a year now. Meanwhile, I just found out last week that my 1-year-old niece and my 11-year-old niece are actually half-sisters. Not only that, but my mom supported my sister through it. I assumed my mom didn't know, and I thought I wouldn't tell her to not hurt her feelings. Until I found messages of my mom and sister talking about how we finally have a baby with blue eyes in the family, LOL. I talk to my niece daily, just checking in on her once in a while. I just feel so upset. I don't plan on telling anyone because it's none of my business. My niece also said other things too. Like how my sister always talks shit about me, about how I have ugly dark hair, how I'm ugly, a bad influence. And no offense, but my sister literally has the same hair color as me naturally, just bleaches it blonde, and is convinced she is white and better than everyone else. Literally, a guy could look at her for a second and is convinced they fall in love with her. She has always been like that, but I just ignored her BC. I thought it was silly. Honestly, her comments about me didn't affect me. It was just random and out of nowhere, considering I'm very nice to her, and I thought we got along. I mean, I always knew who my sister was. She always promoted cheating when I was in a long-distance relationship because he only visited me once a month. But we FT every single day, multiple times a day. She cheated on her ex-husband and would brag about it to me when I was 10, for example. She would always talk to my boyfriend or my sister's BF whenever she got the chance. Even they got weirded out and would just say hi and bye to her after a while at family gatherings. When me and my boyfriend broke up, she was trying to be supportive and would say things like, "Good things you guys broke up because I don't want you to ever get married and go through marriage heartaches like I did." I say never get married or have kids, either. If I could go back in time, I would just be single and have no kids. Keep in mind, I'm like 15 years younger than she is. But I would still be kind and patient with her BC. I just assumed she was genuinely delusional up there. I'm upset at my sister and my mom right now. My mom supports my sister, clearly being a gold digger. My mom would make jokes a year ago saying, imagine if she marries him. She would have a big house and they would live near the beach. I would just say things like, Ida, my sister, would never be with an old man for money. I forget how my sister was in certain situations. I don't understand how my mom is so supportive to her, but when I go out with friends or go on a date, she looks at me like I'm the worst person ever. Whenever I wear my cute outfits, she says I'm dressing for male attention. She would look at me like I was an actual whore, LOL. Whenever I tell my mom something personal and specifically tell her not to tell anyone, she tells everyone. Why does my mom treat me like she does? Honestly, my mom knowing hurt me the most. Because I didn't know she was like that. What would you do in this situation? I feel a bit overwhelmed. For my niece mostly. And my brother-in-law because he is always with the baby. I need to vent because I literally have no one to talk to.